Also, just want to let you guys know while I'm filming, Cody's in the background doing a makeup look, and you guys have to check it out. It's his last makeup look of Halloween, and he's done 12 up to today. This is 13th makeup look for Halloween. So I'm very excited to see it in full force. And so if you don't know, Cody's Instagram is CocoJou Cosmetics, and I'll link it in the video. But today I'm back. I haven't been on YouTube in a hot freaking minute, and so I just wanted to hop on here because things have been a little crazy lately. My life is changing, things are changing. I've kind of fallen off the wagon, and I've had to kind of accept that and just be like, you know what, it is what it is. 2019 was not my year, and that's completely fine. But I decided to kind of change the motion of things and be like, instead of like being like, oh, 2020 will be my year, I decided to like start now and be like, you know what, 27 is going to be my year. And so my birthday was September 27th, and it was my golden birthday. So it was a really, really special birthday, and I had been looking forward to it like pretty much my entire freaking life. And so I made a list of 27 things I want to do while I'm 27, and I made it all pretty and color coded, and I'm excited about it. And so one of the things on my list was to film a YouTube video once a month and upload it. So I could have 12 videos throughout this year of just fun things that I'm doing and just keeping you guys up to date, because I really have fallen off track. And so that's the first one. That is the first thing of the 27 things that I'm going to do while I'm 27. And then the rest are kind of things that I really wanted to focus on. So I had like 5 categories. Like I wanted to be a better person and like build my character in a sense. And then the next thing is I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone and like try things that I wouldn't typically do. And then the next thing is being more, what's the word? Like living in the moment and like trying to just be present, and also kind of like mindful and things like that. And then the next category I would say is I want to be more creative. And then the next category is focused on like my health and fitness. And so I'm just going to kind of go through the things that I've decided that I want to do while I'm 27. And those were like the kind of things that I kept in mind while I was creating this list. So the first thing, I'm going to be looking at the list because I'm going to forget. But the first thing to, be a better person and really build my character is that I want to move out. Right now I live with my parents, and your girl's 27, so we need to change that. So that is in the works. I've been saving money, and I've been, doing different things and like planning and trying to get out on my own. And so that is the first thing. And then when I move out, I want to get like a house plant and try my best to not have her die. I have work plants, but I have a coworker that I have these little plant babies with. So we kind of take care of them together. So I want my own little house plant baby that I can take care of and hopefully have her live a fruitful life. The next thing I want to do is that I want to donate blood. I have O negative blood, so it's the universal blood donor. So I feel like it's doing an injustice to the world if I don't, get out there and donate. I used to do it a lot, but things get busy and you don't do things that you're supposed to do. So I'm going to get back into that this year. I also want to volunteer more. Again, this is something I used to do a lot when I was younger in high school and things like that. And I just feel like it's something that like the world needs to do more of, and something that I feel like I can give back and like push that, and that obviously will help me be a better person. And then the next thing and the last thing in this category is I want to read 3 books this year, because I feel like honestly I'm just getting dumber, and I just feel like just as a world, we're just very glued to our phones and like watching TV and like just like very quick and fast paced. And I kind of want to slow that down and like read books and just like be a little more educated. I have 3 books picked out. A lot of them are self-help, but your girl needs some help. So that is the last of like my character building category. The next is getting out of my comfort zone. So the first thing is to ask a boy on a date. I have done that, and it was really fun, and we had a really wonderful time. So it was very scary for me, and I had to have a little liquid courage to ask, but I did it, and now that I've done it, I feel like I could do it again and again. So that was really amazing and a really, really good experience. But that is the only thing that I've crossed off the list so far. So I still have 26 more things to do. The next is to go to a street food festival. So festivals stress me out. My friends always want me to go to like a music festival or like, you know, some kind of thing, but crowds and people really stress me out. So I said, you know what, you need to go to a festival this year and make it something that you love. And your girl loves food, clearly. But I thought it would be a really fun adventure to do and, you know, experience that and really get out of my comfort zone. And then the next thing is to get a haircut. I haven't had a haircut in 3 years. I will be super honest with you. I've been on this earth for 27 years and I've not had a single haircut that I actually enjoyed. So I avoid it like the plague. Like I never want to get haircuts. So that is really high on my list of things to do because this hair is like a rough girl. So that is on my thing. I found this place called Diva Curl. It's not a place, it's a thing that exists in the world, and they have ambassadors and they have people that are trained specialists to cut curly hair, and so I'm going to try that out, but it is in New Orleans, so I'm going to have to travel to do it, but fingers crossed that this works out for me because I really, really, really want a good haircut. And then the next thing that I wanted to do to get out of my comfort zone is that I want to travel solo. I really enjoy being by myself, but I've never traveled like really by myself and gone to a place where I knew absolutely no one. So I really want to do that. And I'm thinking more of like a South Carolina vibe or something like that. And this has been on my like bucket list for a very, very long time. So I thought it was the perfect year to do this. And with that, I want to go camping. So this may be kind of a 2-in-1. But my friend Sarah has been going camping recently and she's been saying how much fun she's been having. And so I wanted to try it. But also camping scares me. I've always hated it as a kid, like sleeping on the ground and was like, But I feel like if I really push myself, I think I could have a really good experience and also like learn a little more about myself. So that is the last thing of getting out of my comfort zone. And then the next category is I want to live in the moment more because I feel like I said earlier, just really on your phone a lot, fast-paced world, and we don't really get to like stop and take a breath and like be like, ooh, okay, this is, you know, the moment that, you know, I'm living and breathing in. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to try flotation therapy. So this is a type of therapy where you literally just sit in a tub in a very dark room and you float and you just kind of let your mind go. And I've been wanting to try this for so long. My friend's done it. She said it was the most amazing thing she's ever done, and it was so, so, so peaceful. So that is high on my list of things to do. The next thing I want to do is I want to go stargazing, preferably at an observatory where I can like really connect and with the stars and just be like present in that moment. And I just feel like that is like such a home place for me. Like I love the moon and I love the stars so much, and I just feel like that will be such an amazing experience. So I'm really excited for that one. The next one is I want to dance in the rain. I used to do this a lot, like with my friends when we go out. Like anytime it was raining, I'd be like, come on, let's go dance in the rain. And so I just want to like take that moment and just really feel like a kid again and just, you know, live in the moment. And then the next thing is I want to go on a picnic. Just one day, me and all my friends hanging out and just be like, guys, let's go on a picnic. Throw a bunch of stuff in the basket and just head out. And I feel like that would be the most fun ever, and just really kind of have hands-free, I guess is the word. Like just put all of our phones away and just like kind of be together in nature and just like have a really, really fun time. So that is the end of my living in the moment category. The next is being creative. This is like one of the biggest categories because I've been really trying to push myself to be more creative and do more things that push me to be more creative, because I'm not just like automatically creative. Like I have to like really work to be like creative in a sense. So the first thing is I want to get another tattoo. I have an idea of it, and it kind of relates to my health and fitness like journey that I've been on. But I really want to kind of design this like really beautiful tattoo that I have in my brain, but I actually put it on paper with another person. I could never draw that. But the next thing I want to do is to learn to cross stitch. I tried this. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. I did try cross stitching this weekend, and I spent literally an hour and a half trying to thread the needle. And I still didn't do it. So it was freaking rough. So if anyone knows how to thread a cross stitch needle, hit a girl up, because it was, I gave up. I couldn't do it. After an hour and a half, I was like, no, not today. The next thing I want to do is sew myself a piece of clothing. I'm thinking like a cute midi skirt, not mini, midi. Because I just feel like I always, like, I have an idea of a skirt that I want, and I can never find like the perfect one in the store. So I feel like I'm gonna try to tackle that. And I have people in my life that know how to sew, so they can help me, and that'll also be like a little bonding experience for us. And the next thing is I want to do a puzzle with my mom and my grandma, because they both love doing puzzles, and I know it means a lot to them. So I want to, you know, sit down with them and spend that quality time, but also like create a puzzle together, because I feel like that will be super, super fun. And the next thing is for when I move out, I want to throw a themed dinner party. And so just kind of be a host. I've never really gotten to be that. And so I feel like that would be like super fun to throw like a murder mystery kind of party with all my friends. And yeah, I think it will be super creative and like decorate and all that stuff. So that is another thing on the list. And then I also want to make sushi at home, because I've never done that. I've just gotten into the sushi world, and it is divine, I will say. But I'm very picky about it, so I feel like if I get to make it at home, I could like do what I wanted. And I've always heard that it's like the most fun thing ever. So gotta try that this year. And then I also want to make a photo album at the end of the year. So I want to push myself to take more photos of like moments and like being with people and friends and spending that quality time together, instead of just like selfies. And so at the end of the year, I'm going to take photos from every single month and throw that into a photo album, so I can like kind of have that, and then also look back on like how amazing my 27th year was. So those are all of the creative things. And then the last category is fitness, which is something that I really want to get back on track on, and also have a really successful year in that, because I've kind of, or really have fallen off. But you know, you fall off and then you get back up. It's just a winding road that always happens, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I decided to kind of put some goals and also like some fun things that I never got to do because of my weight on this list. Specifically, I want to go rock climbing. I made a video a while ago talking about how I couldn't rock climb, and I went rock climbing with my work, and I had to sit out because I wasn't physically able to. And now that I am, I want to actually pursue that and do it, and like have that moment of like, oh, look where I was and now where I am. And then the next thing is I want to rent a bike and ride around the city. I have not ridden a bike, besides like a stationary bike at the gym, but like properly ridden a bike in, I can't remember. I hated riding a bike as a kid, but like I also didn't learn to ride a bike until I was in 8th grade. Don't make fun of me. Like I knew how to, but like I was just like not good at it. So I'm gonna see if I can still do that, and then also like ride around the city and get to see the sights. I think that would be super, super fun. And the next thing I want to do is go on a hike, really, you know, try a new trail that I've never tried. I've done a few hikes, but nothing like super, super serious. But they do have a place here called Tunica Hills, and I want to try that, and it's really, really pretty, and I've seen tons and tons of pictures, and so that is something that I want to try as well. I also want to try a new fitness class, and I'm thinking maybe like an Orange Theory kind of thing, something that is completely different to what I'm doing, and I think that would be a really, really cool thing, and who knows, I might fall in love with it and then never leave. And then the very last thing on the 27 things that I want to do on 27 is I want to fully run a 5K. I've done 3 5Ks. I have another one, possibly 2 more 5Ks this year that I have planned, that I'm really excited for. But I walk and run every 5K that I've ever done, or completely just walk, to be honest. But I want to fully run a 5K, and it's going to take a lot of training and a lot of mentally getting through that. But I think if I start training, I will be able to fully do a 5K by the end of my 27th year. Oh my God. I'm literally dying right now. My eyes are watering. Holy poo. Okay, yeah. So those are the 27 things that I want to do while I'm 27. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update because I haven't been on here in a hot minute. But also to kind of like let you know that I'm alive. And I have some goals that I want to achieve and some really exciting things that I want to do this year. And hopefully I can kind of take you on this journey of doing these adventures with me. So yeah, that is it. I love you guys so much. It feels good to be back, and I can't wait to see you again next month when I film another video. Bye guys.